everybody, and welcome back to Curses, also maybe vampires, with your DM Misha. It's been a little bit since we last saw each other, mostly because we had both a Easter and a Starfinder campaign between us and when we last picked up. So yeah, welcome back. We're happy to see you. Gon might be a little bit off in vocals today because their computer decided that the fan needed to go full tilt. So they're on mobile. I will be moving their character around. Apologies for delayed reactions to anything. But yeah, last time, as the players have reminded me, because I have the memory of a goldfish and completely forgot. Um, you spent the day sort of resting at the inn. Some of you got breakfast to eat. There were baths, thank gosh. Um, there was nice, soft, clean beds to sleep on. Um, Nicholas had a very productive conversation with the owner of the inn, and got to fix their face. Um, and then Ollie and Arthur decided to settle down for the longest nap of the century. And Arthur managed to get out of a pretty icky bad dream, but Ollie, not poor Ollie, as things go. Also, side note for anybody watching out there, if you see this awesome little GIF that we've got going on up here of Ollie's progression from how they were when they were brand new, minted, happy rogue character to getting stuck in the death house forever and losing all hope. That's our own Viking Hans who did that. Yay! Usually our gift work is done by our other nice artist Cat, but they did a cool gift this time for us, and we are very happy about it. I will not be revealing the other gift that they did, for emotional reasons of my own behalf, and I don't want to bawl like a baby
Sorry,
on
not
stream.
sorry.
Never be sorry.
I'm so I'm so upset but happy at the same time. Yeah, cool. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, so leaving those two to sleep, Gon and Nicholas decided to make their way downstairs for breakfast, and that's where we kind of softly left off last time, because I didn't have any monsters to throw at you yet, because you are the monsters this time. Sideways glare at Nicholas. So yeah, you two are going to the ground floor, so let me move your token over there. Boop. There you go. So yeah, you guys make your way down to the ground floor. You see that since it's lunchtime, the bar is a little bit more filled. There are a couple more people at the bar counter, most of them in bedraggled clothes, but a couple of them in slightly finer wear. And all of them are kind of murmuring to each other in hushed tones, eating and drinking. The few that you had not seen before, Nicholas, when they glance up and see your person, they kind of start out of their chairs and like back up a bit before the bartender reaches out to gently stop them and discuss something with them in whispered tones. They sit back down again, shooting you wary glances all the while. Gon, you probably are thankful for this distraction, considering nobody's really staring at you, just the giant cat asshole you're with.
That cat ass though.
That
The
cat.
castle.
Tail swish swish.
Cats need to shove their asshole in all the faces.
As both of my cats do this, I have no reason to argue with that.
You brought it up of the cat asshole.
I have. Not Mittens. Shadow in particular. Apparently, the black cats are more likely to do it than anything else because it's more prominent. Trying to sit directly on my face. I mean, just I don't even. Anyway, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons now. You walk, you
And
walk
I'm a
into the
cat.
bar area.
Mhm.
A cat, and a sort of looks like an elf walk into a bar.
Yeah.
Where are the bar patrons?
So a majority of them are seated on the actual bar stools. I'm not going to create a token
Yeah.
for each one, but there are still a couple of empty stools, one of which is right in front of you actually, and the other of which is like right here, kind of by itself. Both
I'm
of the
where the. Sorry.
both of the tables, the large ones, are currently vacant. The two smaller tables are taken up.
Okay.
John's gonna lean into Nicholas and be like, "Hey, no offense. Well, a little offense, but we don't have to sit together, right? I mean, you left kind of a bad impression, and I don't need the association.
Do
Thanks
as
for
you
understanding."
please. Just annoyed.
Thanks, buddy. I knew you'd understand. Dashes
Pat,
off.
Yeah. Let's be honest. You didn't want to sit with me either.
Secretly, inside his heart of hearts, Nicholas feels a pang of sadness.
Keeping a wide gate around others as well. He'll actually go over here first to order a thing like the. Did we already have a meat pie? I can't remember if we've already had a meat pie.
I think the only one of you that
Had
didn't
some for
have.
breakfast.
Yeah, I think the only one of you that did not have a meat pie was gone.
Okay, so I've already ate.
Did you eat Gon's meat pie?
Was that breakfast then?
Yeah, it was magical meat pie. And
Yeah,
like milk
well, I
and
mean, you didn't know it was magical when you ate it, but also, after eating it, you feel no need to indulge in your other habit.
I remember that. Oh yeah, so my mind's forgetting that hours has passed since then. So he would just ordered another meat pie, and then whenever he's able to get it, he would make his way over here.
Okie dokie. So the barkeep takes your order of meat pie, heads to the back through a swinging door, and he comes out about 5-10 minutes after. It's definitely been reheated, perhaps on the hearth, because they're not the ones who make the meat pies. But he kind of sets it down with a wary gaze to you over salt and pepper mustachio.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right then.
I guess Gon will just sort of ask like what they've got, what kind of options there are.
He seems a lot more at ease talking to you. There was a certain tension to his shoulders as he steps away from the cat to address you. We have stew. There are still a few meat pies left from this morning. We have, of course, bread, butter, cheese. Uh, we have ham that is freshly smoked and salted. Um, and we have some late harvest apples.
What's it? Okay, there was stew, there was pies, there was ham, there was cheese, and what was that last one?
Late harvest apples.
You know, I could go for some apples and cheese. I think that's nice. Good on crackers. You got crackers, or just some bread will do.
We have crusty bread. We can slice it thinly for you. I do not have any crackers at this time, though.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Actually, I'm liking that idea. Thank you very much.
Excellent. It will be 1 moment. He goes in the back.
All right.
It takes a couple of minutes, but he comes back out with a platter that is a wooden dish with a couple of apples, a small paring knife for you to slice them with, and a block of cheese. It's some kind of white cheese that is studded with what looks like perhaps walnuts, and
Ooh.
a couple of slices of nice crusty bread that is warm and definitely has been freshly toasted.
Ooh. This is really nice.
Yeah, we got that red wall fare up in here.
As I get seated, I'm going to inspect to see if anything was done to the pie.
All right, roll investigation. Is your character a very good cook?
Um,
Do you have expertise in cooking utensils?
no, I do
Okay, then
not.
just
I don't
regular.
think I do. Let
you
me
don't
double
have-
check.
If you don't have expertise in cooking utensils, I'm just gonna go with regular investigation because you probably aren't that
Okay.
familiar with it.
I figured. Investigation. Okay. Checking another thing. Whatever. Investigation. Alright, let's get those little rolls out of the way. So that's a 7 total.
Yeah, so you know that there is meat in it. You know that there appears to be chopped up root vegetables, perhaps carrots, one of them's kind of orangish, maybe some turnip and potatoes, and it has a very delicious gravy. But you are not entirely sure what kind of meat it is.
Mystery meat.
It's
Okay,
very
I
hard.
was more so, and I know the investigation wasn't going to give me this with that roll, but I was more so concerned of poisons or bullshit.
Well, with that investigation roll, you certainly didn't find any poisons, that's for damn certain.
Yeah. that was Nicholas's bigger concern.
Well, you certainly don't find any with that investigation. They definitely used copious amounts of rosemary and thyme, though, for sure.
Alright then.
Gunnar, I guess, lean across the bar and be like, "What's wrong, Nicholas? You've hardly touched your meat pie."
I'm across from the bar from you.
Oh yeah, you told him to stay away from you, remember?
Oh, you're not at the bar. You're at this table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told him
I'm
to
like
stay away
across
from you, so he took
the
a seat at
room
the
from
table
you.
instead. He followed your directions.
I was also planning to go to the table anyways.
True.
Okay, I guess maybe Gon glanced over and then just murmured that to himself. Man, what's wrong with Nicholas? He doesn't want his food.
Oh no,
Mine's
he would start
delicious.
eating after seeing nothing in it. Seeing nothing suspicious in it, he starts eating it, but he's also kind of just casing the place and just trying to listen in discreetly. As discreetly as someone with eyes on him can.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, will you, Nicholas?
Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Where are my saving throws? Oh, that's a +0.
Oh yeah,
Oh boy.
that's unfortunate. Sure feel bad for you there.
Just have to roll well.
Okay, that's a 14.
14?
Could have been worse. Yeah, 14.
Alrighty. You feel a slight little pang in your belly, and you attribute it to hunger.
As I eat.
Uh-huh. Just the slightest little like hunger pang in your stomach. You just attribute it to like, oh yeah, I really was hungry.
I have no idea what that means.
That's unfortunate.
Concern.
Oh boy.
I guess Gon will like lean over to the barkeep and just be like, "Hey, I'm not that familiar with this town at all. Is there a place where we could get like a message, like maybe a post office, send a message out?
Uh, we don't have any post offices, but there are a few places that you could contract a courier. They are very expensive, though. Travel is not
Hmm.
exactly without its hazards.
All right. I'll take any information you can give me. I'll see if I can make ends meet.
Yes, well, the Vistani themselves are the safest of messengers, as they pass through these lands relatively unmolested. But they are very expensive, of course. Um, but
Hmm.
there are a couple native Barovians who still make the journey. I believe you'll find a few of them on the northern end of the town near the old church. Um,
The church. All right.
yes, there is a sort of a last a last stop, as it were, for leaving the town. They have like a place for you to water your horses and you know uh, get any last minute items that you need. There's also the shop just to the south of here, Bildrats. They would probably know where to get a courier for you. They would also charge exorbitantly though as well.
All right. I'll check them out. Thank you very much.
No problem. Do you require anything to drink, sir?
Oh, sure. Sounds good. What do you got on tap?
We have wine, we have water, we have milk.
Hmm. I'll let's go with some water for now. I don't want to start drinking too early in the day.
Excellent. One moment. And he goes over to a barrel that's right next to him, grabs a empty tankard and a dipper, and fills up the cup with water and gives it back to you.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem. And oh yes, and he moves over to another patron that signals him down the way and say, "Let me know if you need anything else."
Gotcha.
As I'm eating, do you want me to make that perception or, yeah, perception roll?
Perception roll for.
As I said earlier, I was trying case and listen in as discreetly as possible.
Oh
I
yes, of course.
mentioned,
Go right ahead.
and I said that, and then you said make a wisdom save, and then went on to
Oh,
on.
Oh, yeah, I had to. You had to. That's too bad. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Um, just because I want to ensure this, that's a good roll, but I want to give it insurance. I'm going to use a shrewd investigation point to add a D12 to that.
mm,
Ooh.
Okie dokie. And what's the total?
The total is holy moly, 27.
Nice.
oh,
27.
If you're wondering what I did, yes, I did that.
Did you roll a 12? The D12?
Okie dokie. Wait, what was the number again? My brain died there a second.
27.
27. Yes. Alrighty. So you listen and you hear a couple murmurings about yourself, particularly from the patrons closest to you seated at these two places right here. You hear a couple murmurings about yourself as they glance back over their shoulders at you, quickly looking away if they see your eyes stray in their direction. Most of them are, why are they letting such a monster in here? Is he going to kill us in our sleep? I can smell him
I mean,
from
it's
here.
Nicholas.
I bathed. We all bathed.
That doesn't mean what they're saying is accurate, it's just they're saying it. Anyway, so that's basically the conversation you hear from this area. From the other two tables further over here, you hear two conversations. One of them is between two elderly ladies, and it goes something like this. Oh, I hear he came for Dorothea last night. Shame, she was one of the pretty ones. Oh, yes, Edna, it is quite a shame. Oh, when I was in the prime of my youth, I was quite sure he'd come for me, but then, you know. Yes, dearie, I know. The other conversation you hear from this table goes something like this. Tried to go up to pay my respects, but the gates were locked as they always are. Haven't been able to visit Georgina's grave in 3 moons now. Not even to clean it off or put the flower on it. I don't know why they bother keeping us out. Things can. I don't know why they bother keeping us out. It's not like the gates keep those things in anyway. Probably just to stop a riot from happening. Yes. And of course, you do hear Gon's conversation with the bartender.
Okay. So, what was that about the graveyard again? The gates were locked for about 3 months, and last part of that conversation.
2 moons.
Oh, you said 3 moons.
Oh, I did? I
Did
thought
I
I said
mishear
2
that?
moons.
Did I mishear that? I heard 3 moons.
I go to our studio audience. Did I say 3 or 2? I'm pretty sure I said 2. Kathy?
Didn't pay enough attention for that. It's just it's locked, but there are things inside that come outside
If it
anyways.
was meant to be 2 months, I will adjust that.
Okie dokie.
2 to 3 moons. Minus 1 moons. This is happening in the future, guys.
I mean, technically it is, but anyway, yeah,
Okay, so
2
it's
moons.
supposed to be 2 moons.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 2 moons. Yep. So basically, they were talking about not being able to visit somebody's grave in 2 moons because the gates are locked and that there's something in there that the gates really don't keep from getting out. And they don't understand why they're locked if it's not helping anyway. The 2 ladies over here were talking about somebody getting kidnapped.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, I sent a GIF in Discord for that one. Shame.
Alright, so yeah, that's what you hear.
Okay. And I can just can I like make a mental note on who these individuals are, just in case
Yeah,
that is relevant?
with that 27 perception, you pretty much memorize their appearances.
The dice has spoke. It's now negative moons, Aaron.
Negative moons. Negative moons.
um. All right. Cool.
Alright, I guess Gon will eventually finish eating his food and he'll start to head upstairs and he'll kind of look over to see if Nicholas is still down there. Or still eating, or if he's done.
All right. He's probably near the end of his meat pie. And assuming he has like a water skin, would just drink from the water skin.
Okie doke.
He didn't offer you anything to drink.
No
I
outside
wasn't gonna ask for a
beverages.
drink either. What adventurer does not have a water skin?
What adventure so such improper table manners as eating within an establishment like this? Anyway,
I feel like this is a prime. Seedy taverns are the adventurer's bread and butter.
this is essentially, for what it is, a very nice tavern. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Apparently, you've never been somewhere with class.
Oh God.
Anywho, Gan is heading upstairs. Are you staying downstairs, or what are you doing?
I will stay downstairs for a short while longer and then follow upstairs after like a couple minutes or so.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna switch over to the upstairs since you're staying down there for a couple of minutes. Gan,
Yeah.
what you doing?
I guess I'll just go and like listen at the other door, see if I hear like snoring or if anyone's awake.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Alrighty. I guess I'll give myself guidance for that. There's a good guidance dice. Where are my D4s? There's one.
If you step on it, you'll know.
That's true. 16 plus whatever my perception modifier is.
Okie dokie. So, let's see. Gan's perception modifier is 7.
think it's
Jesus,
pretty
Mother
good.
Christ.
Oh wow.
23. So what you hear from behind the door is puppy snores, which are adorable, by the way. Good on you, Arthur. And the whimpering and labored breathing of Ollie in a night terror.
Alright. That sounds like I shouldn't get involved. I'll just head back to my room.
Okay. Well, no respite for you, Ollie.
Actually, what does Rose think? Because Rose quite likes Ollie.
This is
Actually,
fine.
God quite likes Ollie too, but
He's probably had this dream before. It's fine.
Yeah, no, Rose is a little bit concerned about the noises she's hearing behind there. Possible trauma child response.
Oh.
so she'll go take a peek.
Door isn't locked. At least I don't think you guys locked it. Did you guys lock it?
Nicholas
we
could
locked,
check on us, so I guess we just established that it's unlocked.
No, I think we locked the hallway doors, but not the bathroom doors that were
Oh, that's a good
conjoining the
idea.
rooms.
Oh, that's
That
true.
sounds accurate, yeah.
I think that's what we did.
So, Gon, you go back to your room, you unlock the door, you step inside, you relock it behind you against the invasions of Nicholas. And you go through the bathroom, and you step into this room. And what you see is Arthur lying comfortably in the bed next to you, curled up, tail brushed over his nose in true husky fashion.
No.
And Ollie, who is currently in a fetal position, floating about 2 feet off the bed as he
No.
writhes and whimpers.
Yikes. Oh, that's worse than I thought it would be. Alright, I'm gonna just make sure that the bed is neatly positioned under Ollie before I disturb him so that he doesn't fall on the ground or something.
Yep, you make sure that he is over top of the cushy part of the bed before trying to poke him.
Yeah. What is the nicest way I can do this? I'll just call his name gently. Hey, Ollie. Ollie, it's okay. Come on, wake up.
Does Ollie wake up?
Ollie, roll a perception check to see if you can hear your name being called in the throes of the nightmare you're currently wrapped in. No, the terror is gripping hard. You can see one of his eyes twitch, but you're not entirely sure if that's from whatever he's currently experiencing in Dreamy Bye Bye Land or actual acquiescence that you've been calling his name.
Mhm. You see
Mm.
as he kind of grabs his arm with his other hand and appears to be trying to yank it out of something.
Oh, dear.
No.
I'll go and let me see. What would he do? I guess I'll just like try and pat that arm like gently, like reassuringly. It's like, hey, nothing wrong here. Just slowly wake up.
So you reach out to touch his arms, and your fingertips fade briefly through it and out the other side for a moment. And then when you try to pat again, it's solid, so cold.
Oh jeez, oh jeez. Still not waking up?
With the touch, Ollie, you wake with a snap.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So how this happens is Ollie's eyes snap open, his arm is yanked away from you, and he sort of like crashes down onto the bed with a thump, and his hooves tear up the mattress as he skitters back into the corner, and just he
Oh
he
no.
kind of stares at you with wide, terror-filled eyes and is shaking like a leaf.
Well, now you lost the
Oh,
deposit.
that's coming out of our deposit.
Does the whole
Ugh.
commotion wake
Hey, it's something they
Arthur?
can overcharge Nicholas for. Hey.
I mean, they are tear marks. He is a cat. I mean, it's just basic math. But anyway, yes, that commotion is definitely enough to wake up Nicholas, considering he wasn't one of the ones who succumbed to drugging.
In Arthur.
Or Arthur, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Arthur. Yeah, sorry, Arthur. I forget that you're the dog, not a cat sometimes.
Wow.
Arthur kind of out curls from the sleeping position and jumps out of the bed, landing on his feet. Like, what's going on? Ollie, are you okay?
I just came in here to wake everyone up as loudly as possible. Good God, Ollie, are you alright?
What happened?
Ollie, A, terror, and now, in combination with B, embarrassment, just breaks down sobbing and pulls the covers up over his head. He doesn't want to talk to anybody right now. It's fine.
It's alright. Just let it out. Got a lot of feelings. I understand. It's not been a great time for you. But you're nice and safe here. We're out of that house. You got me with you. You got Arthur with you, and more importantly, you do not got Nicholas with you. All the friends are here.
And you just hear him whispering, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
You're alright.
You've
You got
got nothing to
the-
feel sorry about. Shh. Arthur kind of hesitantly reaches out, throws back his hand, reaches out, and then eventually pets Ollie gently, very, very gently, like feather light on his shoulder, on his head.
The covers sort of jerk like you smacked him. You of course didn't, but he's very touchy. he just went through a thing.
And then Arthur like jerks his hands back, and you can see him kind of flailing because he's not used to not being able to comfort somebody with a hug, and it's like doesn't know what to do with Ollie. You're okay. You're okay. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to
Girl.
apologize for. It's going to be okay.
Yeah. We're all pretty patient people here, and you can just take as much time as you need. Just nice deep breaths.
It's at this
Whatever
point.
you
It's at this point that Nicholas would have made it up the stairs and might hear people talking behind that door. Go on.
Yeah, as Gon goes, don't worry, Nicholas isn't here. It's everything's gonna be fine, Ollie.
Oh boy.
No one's gonna lose their temper at you. No one's gonna shout at you.
I was gonna hiss at
We're all
you.
just yeah.
if I hear my name, can I make a perception to see if I can hear what's being said right now?
Yeah, you can totally make a perception check.
Okay. That is not 8.
You said that's an
So-
8
Yeah.
plus.
6 plus 2.
Oh, total. Okay, cool. Yeah, no. You'd have no idea what was said. You just hear some muffled talking behind the door. Whatever it is, it's in a low, calming voice that doesn't really pitch well to go underneath the door for you.
Okay.
Oh no, my glasses came apart again. God damn it.
Considering I just heard my name and I'm not hearing the context, and I want to have that conversation with everybody that I had with Gon, I'll see if the door's open.
That one isn't.
That one isn't. You knock on it though, if you want, or you can go.
Yeah, I'll knock on it then.
Alright.
Uh-oh. Hang on, I'll handle this, Arthur. Ollie, you just sit there nice and quiet. I'll see who this is.
Okay.
Yeah, Ollie just kind of sits there, and he's not shaking his badly anymore, but he's still breathing kind of heavy. He just nods.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll. Is there?
Arthur kind of
Is there
throws an
sorry.
extra blanket off the bed and offers it to Ollie.
He probably can't see if he's physically under the blanket all the way.
Yeah, he doesn't see that.
Now he really does look like a ghost.
Is there enough of a gap under the door for my blind sight to work?
Yeah, it's about like a half-inch gap. You know it is a tabaxi standing out there, and you can't think of any
It's
other
like, oh
tabaxi
boys,
to be.
it's Nicholas. I'll run around to our door and open that one.
I can do that. Guys, just quick pause in the game. Just need to let you all know Patrick is very excited that he is in a Dungeons and Dragons game now that I do with the kids at the dining room table on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Aww.
Hey. Yeah.
We're playing Dragons of Icespire, and he is a tabaxi, and he has already defeated his brother across the field once. It was too far to be in the ocean, child. The map is not to scale, thank you. Okay, love you too, bye-bye. Yeah, he's very excited about that, and he's good at the roleplay aspect too. I'm so fucking proud of that kid, guys. He's a lot more interested in the roleplay than his brother is. His brother's more about the combat, and he's more about the roleplay. It's like the best thing.
Aww.
Anywho, back to this. Yeah, you know it's Nicholas. Hey, Jason.
Hello. I just came in to give you a hug.
Thank you. I love your hugs.
Got the best kids.
I know. I love them so much. But anyway, back to this. God, you know it's Nicholas.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said that he walks to the other door, their room's door.
Yeah, I go around to our room and I open that one instead.
Move the token.
You open the door and
I like beckon Nicholas over. I'm just like, hey, this way. Ollie's spooked. Let's just put it that way. Ollie's real spooked.
Yeah, okay.
You know how it is.
Yeah, alright then. I just overheard my name and I figured they were awake.
Yeah, I went in and, actually, you're a good person to hear this. Saw some weird shit. So Ollie was floating about 2 feet off the bed. I don't know about you, but that's not how I sleep. And
Uh,
I mean, I guess I do know because we shared a bed, but
I don't think we've actually rested in here yet.
Yeah.
Arthur and Ollie have you and Gon
Attempted.
Well, that's what I mean. Nick
And
and
only
Nick
Arthur
and Don.
succeeded, I think.
yeah. And I went to wake him up, and my hand just went
Which,
right through the first time. That was weird. It worked the second time, but that doesn't normally happen. Not to me,
Can
anyway.
is there anything I could roll to see if I can make sense of what Gon's explaining?
Yeah, just general insight would be good.
Insight, got it. What's my bonus? Okay. An 11 for a total.
Yeah, Gon's not making sense. Did somebody put something in his drink?
You don't know what I had to drink. It could have been the wine.
Could have been the I blame it on the alcohol. That's why I make no sense at all.
Yeah. Alright,
Over a
just
few
gives
minutes-
him a puzzled look like, okay, let's see what's going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say that he seems like he's possessed, but honestly, I'm possessed, and I don't know that.
What is
Also,
Rose's
Arthur is
reaction to
possessed
that?
and he seems fine.
Maybe he's
Yeah,
more
I think-
possessed.
Even well rested.
Rose is
Being
like,
possessed-
Maybe he needs to be possessed.
Fine.
Rose is like,
Yeah.
yeah, of course Gon's fine. I'm the one doing the possessing. Obviously, everything I do is fucking perfect, so deal with it.
If anything, it's made me more normal.
Exactly. I mean, Jesus, I am the best ratio in this relationship.
Oh god.
I'm the second best.
Oh.
Over the couple
damn
minutes it
Skippy.
takes for Gon to start catching Nicholas up, Ollie's head finally appears from the blankets, and he just stares at Arthur and just asks, "What happened? Did I do anything? I'm sorry."
No need to apologize. You just had a nightmare. We were worried.
Yeah, I don't remember having that one before. He just kind of mutters and wipes and rubs at his face with his hands and just kind of.
Do you need a hug? Maybe? Or it's like the two most awkward people.
I really appreciate not being touched right now.
Of course. Is there anything I can do for you? Maybe stroke a fire in the... Do we have our...
good vegetarian recipes? I don't think I'm eating meat for the rest of my life.
Did you mention it? Actually, my mom has this really good potato salad thing that yeah.
Cool. I love potatoes now.
I'm just imagining.
I mean,
I'm just imagining that if Ollie and Arthur ever make it out of Barovia, Arthur's just gonna take Ollie to meet his mom, and his mom's gonna adopt him too.
amazing.
She's just gonna take one look at Ollie and just be like, "Oh, honey."
And Arthur kind of kind of launches into this recipe recitation, and you just go wide-eyed because the potato salad is actually a full-on salad with lots of vegetables, like all kinds. The typical kids won't eat that shit normally, and it's like you kind of figure out that it's the vegetable portion of Arthur's nutrition disguised as a potato salad.
Delightful.
It's like-
I can guarantee you,
and-
after the nightmare that he just had, he's not touching meat for a while.
And then you sprinkle these really nice smelling leaves on the top, and it's really good. Really, I think if you can get some of the ingredients, we should make it sometime here. Do you think they have vegetables in the market? Do you think they have a market here? And Arthur is like totally out of the situation, like totally distracted.
Yeah, Ollie's just nodding and listening and grateful that he's filling the silence because he doesn't know what to say. And he just eventually mutters, probably,
Not right now, honey. It's not
maybe.
that time. But it's not
yeah,
that day
maybe.
yet. You could get-
Maybe. And then he goes quiet again and just kind of settles back at the blankets, kind of staring at the mattress, like, how the shit am I gonna fix that?
Well, you can do it later, honey.
Does anybody have mending?
I wondered that. I don't.
I think I was
do.
asking the same question last session. That's why I was asking about seamstress.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nobody
gonna
in your
go
group
ahead and say no.
currently. Yeah. Nobody in your group currently has mending. The other group, I think, like 5 people have it.
Yeah. We stacked all the mending users into one game.
I think I was going to take it, and then I decided to go with Spare the Dying instead because we might do some dying, and then we
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, no, we just destroyed everything in the house. Like,
Why have clothes with no holes in them if there is nobody to fill the clothes?
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
But yeah, I'm guessing by now we make it back into the room if that's what we were doing.
Yeah, by now you kind of make it back into the room as Arthur's talking about leaves that you put on top of the potato salad.
That's actually rosemary.
Well, I have no idea how you got on this conversation, but power to you.
Oh, we were discussing, like, totally innocent and obviously. We were discussing vegetarian options, and my mom has this amazing potato salad. And you can
Yeah.
see that he's ready to launch into the recipe again.
They got some apples downstairs that they were pretty nice late season.
Should I bring you
Yeah.
up some? Turns to Ollie.
Maybe in a little bit. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm gonna go wash my face for a minute. And then he kind of quickly
What's from the
crawls across the mattress and then looks at the mattress and then just kind of looks over at Nicholas and he's gonna unlock this door. He's gonna go this way and he's
I
gonna
would have let him through. I would have let him through.
He is scared of you. You yelled at him. He's gonna go around and he's gonna
Fair.
lock this door and he's gonna lock this door and he's gonna crawl into the bathtub and sit down and cry a little bit.
Do you turn on the running water while you're doing it?
Actually, yeah, he does that.
Excellent. Excellent.
Quick,
He's
Nicholas.
gonna wash him and his clothes.
This is also like John said, there's no Nicholas. Left the room and brought Nicholas.
Honestly, always just waiting for the what happened to the mattress? Goddamn!
Arthur kind
yeah.
of jumps up from the edge of the police bed and grabs his shirt and goes, I'm going to get some lunch.
Oh,
So
right.
much
Yes,
for
no.
So much for Nicholas ever discussing anything. You're just gonna spend.
mean, Arthur's
We're
gonna
just
probably
gonna run
be
away
back in
from
a
our
second.
problems. Let's run
So
away
we-
from our problems.
We
It
came
honestly
into
seems
this
like the best
room.
option.
Like,
And then everybody left.
That seems like a Nicholas problem.
so he's like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fetch some food.
Hey, Nicholas, do you want to help me flip this mattress? Maybe we can get away with it.
Sure. So what the hell happened in here? Looking at the mattress, with what Gons told me in the state of the mattress, am I able to actually think this might actually have happened?
So you can roll an investigation check on the mattress.
Okay. That's a 15.
I heard a dragon. They're hoof marks, obviously made by Ollie scrambling across the bed. He kicked the bed pretty hard.
Yeah, I got 2 words for explanation. Ollie? Nightmare.
Okay then.
I really should learn mending. I'll be honest, my sister was real good at that shit. I
Yeah,
never bothered to learn,
That's
but
supposed to be a +2, not a +5.
I'm gonna make an effort.
And as Arthur heads downstairs and approaches the barkeeper to request some more food, he nods and says, yes, we have some apples. And meat pies, I think we have 2 or 3 left. Do you want all of them or one of them? Also,
They're kind of
he's
thinking
sweating.
about.
He's sweating as you stand there in front of him because you are a very large wolf-like creature. In fact, 2 of them.
Also, not wearing any armor anymore, so like. More pokeable looking, at least. Like, hopefully less intimidating.
Are you wearing pants?
Wearing pants and a shirt, just clothes, not armor.
Okay,
Just like I have a set of commoner's clothes.
good. You're
I
still,
even put on a shirt. I slept only in the pants. I put on a shirt to go down.
you're still large and fluffy and intimidating, perhaps more so even than the murderous cat person was. Two patrons who were nearer to the door, 2 old ladies, look startled at your appearance and quickly pay their tab and scuttle out the door. The barkeeper kind of is sweating as he nods to you. Yes, how many meat pies?
Do you know if my companions have already had lunch?
The cat and the elf, they have eaten, yes.
Oh, then just one, thank you. And as many apples as you can. I mean, like, he's like trying to motion the volume of about 5 apples, like a little pile. Like, how many apples can you spare?
He winces as you flex your claws. 4 or 5, maybe? Yes.
That would be lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay, yes, goodbye.
And Arthur is like, I did not get the goodbye. And he's just like standing there looking around like, what is he supposed to do now?
So it's a couple of minutes before the barkeep comes back after he vanishes behind the swinging door. But when he does, he has a small wicker basket with a handle that has about 5 or 6 apples in it, and a paring knife for cutting them, and also a small meat pie, freshly heated, that is on a woven kind of pot holder kind of deal.
Thank you very much.
So I'm surprised no one just instantly quit their job when we got rooms here.
Well, one of them you haven't seen for a while. You don't know. In fact, the only two real employees that you've seen that work here are this dude and the actual innkeeper. These guys over here were just patrons in the inn, trying to help because they thought they were being attacked by lycanthropes. There was only one other individual, and you haven't seen them since, so either they're in the kitchen, or the stables, or they're gone. You don't fucking know.
Also, I think
Gone, you're
Arthur's the only one
everywhere.
that saw the
Yeah.
pinks.
Sorry, what was that, Nicholas?
I think Arthur is the only one that saw the pings because I think we're still upstairs. If you're pinging tokens.
I was pinging tokens for Arthur so that he knew
Oh, okay.
where
Yeah.
these ran from. Yeah,
Okay.
your characters are upstairs, so I'm not switching your screen out.
I figured.
And Arthur asks, how much do I owe you, or does it just go on a tap for the room?
The food is included in your stay at the room, except
Oh,
for alcohol.
lovely.
Except for alcohol, you pay extra for that.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you then. And he just like grabs the basket, grabs the pie, and starts up the stairs, already taking out the pie and starting to munch on it.
Excellent. Go ahead. and
Lovely
roll me a
day.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear. Oh.
Oh no!
So, as you eat the pie, you feel a slight pang in your gut that's almost like a roiling hunger. It kind of gurgles just a little bit, and you're like, man, I really need to get me some more of these pies.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
These are like the best pies ever, and I definitely
So
need
addictive.
more pies. I need, and scratching your arm while you think this. I need more pies, man. I need some more pie.
He kind of stops in the middle of the stairs, looks back. I goes back. Can I have just one more pie, maybe? And you can see like the basket of apple is on one arm, and his other hand is holding the half-eaten pie, and like just one more pie, maybe, please.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good pies. Hold on, I get the other one. He goes back. It's a minute or two, comes back. This one's only slightly heated up because he just wants to make sure that you have enough to eat so you don't eat him. He just gives you the pie.
Thank you so much.
Like maybe
These
he
aren't
wants
made
it
here,
raw.
right? I think I heard someone bring them. Do you have them every day, or like will there be more for dinner? And oh, sorry. Compliments to whoever makes it. It's really good. Thank you. And he's like embarrassedly starts up the stairs again.
He doesn't wait for an answer. He just goes.
Oh.
Well, you start to get an answer. He's like, oh, all right, bye. All right, so yeah, you got the pies. You sure do. I'm thinking that in the seagull voice, Ollie.
Pie?
Pie?
Good.
Alright, so, yeah, while all that's been going on, Gon and Nicholas have managed to flip over a mattress to the other side. Thankfully, the hooves didn't poke through there, so it looks relatively unscathed, though as you do that, a bunch of feather down does kind of fly out of it. Feather down and straw. So you gotta kind of stuff it underneath where nobody can find it.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Make the bed as well. Out of probably just habit for Nicholas.
Military precision.
Similar, yeah, actually. But yeah, we'd flip the bed and make it after stuffing all the down feathers and straw in there. We have nothing that we could try to just even patch those holes with.
My suggestion is that we finish up here. We get Ollie out of the bath eventually, and we skedaddle. We move on.
Agreed. I also heard that there are some shops in town. We could probably do with a little bit of shopping for ourselves.
That makes sense.
And
Yeah, I
I'm
wanted to
wearing
check
my
out.
spare outfit now, but I'd prefer to get a new one similar to what I was wearing.
Mhm.
And Ollie, as you get out of the bath after your wash and cry session, you notice that as you step out and onto the floor, a slight crunching and crinkling can be heard with your movements, and you look down, and it looks like your vestments have actually frozen. And as you shake it off, bits of frost hit the ground all around you, and it kind of freaks you out a little bit because you didn't feel cold anymore.
Yeah, that does freak him out. He was listening at the door to see if Nicholas sounds angry and if it was okay to open the door, but then you guys hear a quick and then you just hear the scrambling as he's just and he's just scrambling to like clean stuff.
Careful with those hooves.
That was such good tinkling sound
Careful.
effects.
So good.
Amazing.
That's it.
I'll just say, like,
Yay for Pokemon.
at least don't destroy the bathroom.
Yep. Please, the bathroom. Please let that be as you found it.
One second.
I'm just imagining after the 1 second.
Actually, you probably hear a hissing as he like tosses the ice shards and stuff onto the embers underneath the bathtub, and then he goes to open the door, and just this cloud of steam wafts in the room, and you're like, what the fuck? And
He made it into a Saudagon, and he didn't invite you.
What a
Ollie
shame.
just nervously says, "The bathroom's open, sorry." And then he goes to open the other door and go out the other door and go around again.
But oh, all right. Yeah, I'll just let him.
Do
And then
his
he
thing.
comes in this door, and without a word, he just sits on the bed next to Arthur. It's fine.
I'm so.
Arthur offers the basket of apples to Ollie. He had some apples. He
I'll
punches on the pie, kind of frantically.
Oh boy. Okay, so what happens is Ollie takes the basket of apples, takes one, munches, like takes a bite, crunch, and starts chewing so he doesn't have to explain anything. He sees the pie that Arthur's eating, and he doesn't understand why, but you see a chill run up his spine, his hair kind of poops up a little bit, and he looks down at the apple and just grimaces.
Hey, Ollie, can you do an insight check for me?
Yeah, sure. I can do that. Let me find it. Insight. That's -1. This is gotta be good. Oh, it's actually not that bad. Okay.
Arthur's eyes are slightly dilated.
Guys, man. So hungry. Anyway.
I was gonna roll an intelligence check to see if he understood what that means, but since he has a noble background, I'm gonna say he does.
Man, those drug parties that rich people get up to. Fucking hell, guys.
Look, when your dad is a very famous noble and he has a son that comes out looking like a fucking devil, he keeps him in the back room and keeps him happy for a while. It's fine.
Oh my!
Oh, shit! What?
Oh, wow.
You don't get to go to the fancy ball, but if you stay in this room, I'll give you whatever you want. Here, try this. It'll keep you distracted. What's this? Just try it. Don't worry about it.
You can have the drugs, you can have the women, you can have the boys, you can have whatever you want. Just don't let anyone see you.
This went from
Pretty
0
much,
to
pretty much.
60 so quickly.
You did.
Anyway, yeah, he understands what's happening and he kind of leans to the side and starts staring at Arthur. He doesn't say anything, which is the weird thing. He's just staring directly at you, not blinking. Just
Arthur
squinting.
just
and like,
grins back between bites, like chewing with his mouth closed, but like looking very happy, and motions for Ollie to the apple, like, oh, it's really good. And also this pie. I mean, you said you don't want meat pie, but like, yeah, it's good. No, never mind. Sorry, I shouldn't mention that, right? I really shouldn't. Oh, it's really good though. But I mean, you can't really ask for like all of the remaining ones. So like, there's still some downstairs if you change your mind. I mean, maybe I will take them. Anyways, do you think anybody else would eat them, or do you think they will bring some more for dinner? No. And 1.5 pies are gone.
Arthur, you might want to slow down a bit.
You're wolfing
mean,
down your food.
My
so
mother
then-
always said, like,
Wolfing
when
down
I'm
your
a growing boy, I should eat my meals regularly and not forget about them and things and yeah, we like, I don't even think we were in that house for only the amount of days we rested. Like, do you think those were like longer days? And we didn't really eat that much, you know. And oh my god, this pie is so good. Anyways.
Ollie is gonna reach out and gently lay a hand on Arthur's wrist, and he kind of flinches a little bit, like him touching other people is still not okay. But he's just gonna kind of like gently push his arm down and just say, I think you need to drink a lot of water in a very little bit amount of time.
Good idea. Water helps the pie go down, and he like immediately reaches for his water skin, like digs around in his pack, and just chugs it down.
And at the same time, he's gonna lean in and try and get a whiff of the pie, see if he can suss out what exactly is causing this.
Investigation check.
Yeah, considering, would I be able to, okay.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. What were you saying? I was just laughing.
I was gonna try to jump in on that investigation too, seeing that Arthur's having a drastically different response than Nick had,
The morning pie,
than he
which
had.
was fine.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll investigation too if you want to.
That is a 14 total.
All right. So Arthur, you pick up not Arthur. Nicholas. God, I keep getting these cats and dogs confused. Nicholas, you pick up pretty much what you did before. It's got meat, it's got vegetables. You aren't really sure what kind of meat yet, but you identify a lot more spices, rosemary, herbs. Weirdly enough, there appears to be mushrooms, which you didn't notice before. Ollie, with a 17, you know all that Nick knows, and you know what kind of meat's in that pie. Firstly, you can tell that there is some a nice ground sausage made of various kinds of meat. One of them is definitely pork. There's definitely some cow in there. You think maybe even some chicken made it into this pie. But the one meat that you are really concerned about is definitely human.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. He's concerned for different reasons now. He's gonna, well, So he's not gonna explain how he knows what that smells like, or even tastes like, but he certainly looks very nauseous all of a sudden, and he's gonna reach over, try to take the pie, and say, "Let's save this for later, 'cause it's so good. You don't want to."
Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage, Arthur.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 7.
Ollie's
no.
trying to take your pie. That's not very nice of Ollie, is it, Arthur? In fact, you're quite upset with Ollie, and you don't want to give him your pie.
Oh no.
Is it a strength check to keep Ollie from taking it?
It is both
And-
a strength check and a flash of searing anger.
Oh god.
So that's contested strength rolls for the two
Strength.
of you. Oh, Levi.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try.
Oh no.
I don't think you're getting that pie, Ollie.
You
So
know
what
what?
happens?
Okay, just out of curiosity, but I know for a fact I'm
let's
not gonna
see.
get that.
Let's see. I want to see.
Roll. It's okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nice roll. So what happens is Arthur jerks his hand with the pie away from Ollie, almost jerking Ollie off the bed, as Arthur stands and growls at him. "Why do you want to take my pie?" And
Whoa,
shows
whoa,
all
whoa.
of his teeth.
Okay.
Nick will actually put a hand
Intimidation
on
check.
Arthur's shoulder.
Ollie was gonna try to be nice about this, but he jerks back and looks startled, and he just ends up blurting out, "That's people pie."
Nick also wants to put his hand on Arthur's shoulder forcefully, like almost pushing him against the wall if need be,
Arthur, he wants your pie too.
and
no.
saying, "You need to keep your head on your shoulders. It's bad enough that the entire town wants both of us dead. We don't need these two wanting the same."
He's not gonna be able to do that. He's high as shit.
Go ahead and make
Get your shit together.
Go ahead and make a
Sorry.
contested strength check to see if you can push the raging wolf against the wall.
Oh god.
Okay.
Thing is, if he's actually angry.
Oh, do you actually say that?
No,
That's
I'm
people pie?
That's
Ollie?
what Ollie said.
Yeah,
Ollie-
Ollie
Ollie-
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Ollie said
Remember
that's
that.
people pie, and then he said, and then right now he just said he can't do that. He's high as shit.
Yep.
Alright,
So the thing is, if Nicholas is trying to use force as well, Arthur might attack back in this mental state.
Oh no.
It's
I'm
his
just seeing if there's
pie.
anything I have to help with this.
I got
Reckless attack, no. Yeah, no, I don't have any of those things.
Alright, so yeah,
I
first off,
just-
let's start from the beginning. Contested strength check if you're trying to push Arthur while you're doing this.
Well, not necessarily push. It was just more so like it's like a very forceful to like get your attention focus sort of thing. I'm not actually trying to push him.
You said up against the wall. But alright.
Well, I said that because like he's against the wall on the map. I'm not like
He basically
it's
like,
just more
jumped
so like
away
to
from
grab his.
Ollie and
The idea is to grab his attention from Ollie to me. And like if he was right against the wall, I would have done that to like turn his body towards me.
Okay, that's
know?
still trying to force somebody's body to do something, so that is still a strength
Okay.
check.
Okay, when you said push, I don't want to push him away or push him on the ground.
Yep, no, I mean pushing up against a wall
Oh
or
fucking hell!
forcing
God.
just throw strength because it's not gonna be a contested throw because Arthur at this point would go along with the motion, but I'm up swinging, so
I don't know. I rolled a natural 6 for 8.
Oh no.
Uh, so
Okay, an 8 might not register actually.
an 8 might not register. Okay, so you go to push him, but you kind of feel the tension in his shoulders, like the rippling muscles beneath that sinewy fur, and your hand kind of falters a bit, so there's not as much force behind it as you thought. You still say the things you said, though. Arthur, what is your reaction?
What did he say? Sorry.
He told you to
Uh,
get your
the
head
first thing was-
together, and that the entire town wants to kill us as it is, and to cut it out.
Uh-huh.
But he wants to take my pie. And I like guard the pie close to my chest.
Ollie's gonna reiterate, that's people. You're eating people.
Hey, Arthur. Arthur,
Do I?
why don't you sleep it off? And I'll cast sleep.
Look at that!
Oh no!
That's a very bad idea.
Alright, let me cast sleep.
I mean, it's good for us, bad for you.
I'm gonna cast it like as far away as possible,
I
so
understand
that it
what
hopefully
you mean,
only
yeah.
gets. Yeah. Hopefully only gets.
we're
Oh.
gonna.
So,
I'm fine.
Arthur has 36 hit points at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Nicholas
it's a
has
very bad idea
32.
because Arthur is high const.
Wait, do I not have it
Constitution.
prepared?
You have it prepared. I cast it for you.
You rolled 15
red
hit
one.
points, though.
15.
The
The
red
red
one.
ones are prepared.
Well,
Ollie,
The white
you're
ones are
regardless,
prepared.
that's 15.
I'm
Okay.
wondering if this is going to hit Ollie. I don't know how
No,
much
it can be
HP Ollie
cast.
has.
It-
Ollie
it
has
can be
21,
cast.
thankfully.
It can be cast in a
okay.
way that doesn't. Besides, 15 isn't gonna put any of you fuckers to sleep. All of you have higher hit
Okay.
points
Yeah.
than that. But
What was
well,
rolled on
Arthur, you do know somebody just tried to cast a spell on you, and you know exactly who it was too.
I don't think I had it prepared though.
Oh, okay. If you want to retcon it.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say, Arthur, go walk it off or something like that. Like, I'll tap into Rose's authority over Thorn and just be like, you need to calm down. You are making a scene. Go and take a walk.
Do I get to do that? I mean,
Um,
still eating the pie, but
If you want to, and nobody tries to stop you, yeah, you can definitely do that.
fine.
And if
And
you
I will
didn't-
get the other pies because you kills my pies.
Did you not hear what Ollie said? There are people, human meat in that pie.
Does that
Yeah, I
register?
would like a conversation about
So
that.
it does register, but you feel like they're
Ollie
just trying to
glances at
say
God nervously.
anything, just keep you from getting that awesome pie.
Yeah. Oh, what? It's a pie. You're probably lying. I'm gonna get a good pie, and he storms off, like munching on the last bit of the second pie and determined to get more.
I love how everybody is just fucking going around to get into all the doors.
I mean, Nicholas is in front of the
Well,
door.
I actually interposed myself from this door on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Once I saw Arthur being very sporadic like that, I interposed myself there.
Excellent.
Ollie's gonna watch Arthur walk off and then look over at Gon and Nicholas and just say, just raise his hands defensively and say, I don't understand what's happening to him, but he's not, and he kind of like points to his eyes with shaking hands. He's not himself right now. We I think we should follow him.
That's
That's not a
probably
bad
a good
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
And then Ollie's gonna skitter up to his feet and take the blanket with him because he's not a safety blanket.
I walk out this door.
Ollie almost runs straight into you. And, oh my God.
Oh boy.
Okay, now's the chance to catch up to Arthur before he scares the living daylight out of the barkeep. Does anybody want to stop him?
Ollie comes prancing down the stairs like with the blanket billowing behind him like that one chick from Crimson Peak, and he's like, Arthur!
Come on this way, Arthur. Try and usher him towards the door.
Yeah.
Ollie's
Walk
gonna
means
abruptly
outside.
rush up to the counter and say, I want to buy all the rest of your pies!
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'll pay double what they're worth!
Arthur turns
This
on
way,
Ollie.
Arthur.
Oh, so you just want them for yourself?
Is he snarling while this happens?
Yep.
Remember what? Oh God damn it!
Like he's especially the worst.
I am now
wolf right
grabbing
now,
his
like the
arm and
wolfiest
dragging him.
wolf.
I'm grabbing his arm and dragging him now.
Okay. Contested strength check for sure on that.
Yeah, no. As soon as he snarled, I grabbed his arm and I'm just pulling. Oh, thank God. It's a 9. It's a 9 as well. I
Oh
rolled a
my
nat
God.
7.
Both of you roll again.
I run up and give Nicholas guidance. I'll just like, go Nicholas, go, you got this. Whew. You might massage his shoulders.
Okay,
Ollie-
so I need the guidance.
Ollie is trying his damnedest to distract the dude by saying, I love your apples. They're very fresh. Where do you source them? Also, the meat pies, they're delicious. Do you know the name of the lady who made them? Oh, she's an awfully lovely lady. Hey, you have rippling muscles. You're a pretty nice dude. Hey, what's going on?
Just roll a general charisma check, because I don't know whether this is persuasion or deception or what this is at this point, because it's a lot. That's what that is. Just roll charisma.
He seems terrified, but somewhat genuine.
Okay, cool. 14. Alright, Nicholas, what was your second strength?
Thank God for that
Thank you.
guidance.
Okay, cool.
Because it would have been a tie again.
Okay, Arthur, you are currently being dragged while Ollie is spouting all of this to the innkeeper, not innkeeper, barkeep, looking furtively over his shoulder at you. Barkeep seems perplexed, a little bit bewildered, but seems to be focusing more on Ollie than you. Are you doing anything, Arthur?
I get to attack.
If you want to, if that's what you...
Oh,
Oh,
no. Who are you attacking? Because
Yep,
I'm trying to drag you out of the tavern.
yep.
Yep. And he doesn't want to go, but he was dragged, and he's going to lash out to stop the dragging. Oh, good, 8.
Come on. This way.
So you're
You had
trying
too
to-
much to drink.
Go of me!
You had too much to drink. Go this way.
Let go of me, you stupid cat!
Ollie kind of glances over
That's
at him
it.
and then
Some air for you. No more alcohol. Too early for this shit anyways.
so sorry. He's a little bit of a lightweight. But fresh air will do him good. Yeah.
I don't remember serving him any alcoholic beverages.
Yeah. No.
Did I overhear the
That's weird.
barkeep? Did I overhear the barkeep say
Yep.
that?
Yep.
It's okay. We found some and it was in our packs. We're going to be hiding it from him. Our
Funny thing
apologies.
is, Arthur does carry a bottle of hard liquor with him, by the way.
And so Ollie's gonna continue to try to purchase all of the pies in the house.
Well, there's only one left, and the barkeep does give it to you without heating it up because he's very freaked out by this entire situation of this
Fair.
giant wolf-like creature who's currently snapping at Nicholas as Nicholas is dragging him out. The two patrons that were seated over here have retreated down this hallway, as well as the innkeeper deciding to run and lock himself in the water closet.
Oh god, I can actually terrified of is helping us.
They're not entirely
there's
sure.
still-
God.
They're not really entirely sure what's going on, but they know that a giant wolf-like creature is freaking the fuck out.
As
So,
Arthur
Come
see
on.
the
Oh,
last
come on.
pie.
yeah.
Perception check.
Oh no.
Gosh. Perception.
Yeah.
Me.
Oh no.
Yeah, you
I was trying to
see-
say like I keep talking to you, trying to I don't know, but yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, the barkeep, you see him come out from the back room and start handing the last pie to Ollie.
Yeah.
Can I
Ollie-
try another strength check to liberate myself?
You
Oh
may.
god. Guidance is a one and done thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spells do I have?
Do I?
Let's see, what else do you have gone? You've got Absorb Good and Evil, Bless, Ceremony, Charm Person, Detect Magic, Fairy Fire, Guiling Bolt, and Healing
Die
Word.
do I
Prepare.
use? This one has
And
been.
you've got Guidance, Sacred Flame, Spare the Dying, and Word of Radiance as cantrips. So Guidance is a cantrip, you could recast it.
Yeah, I can. Gosh, this is so small on my
Ollie's
phone.
very quickly going to pay for the pie. He's gonna toss in a couple extra coins for, the trouble.
Okay.
And
Okay.
The pies
I
come
don't-
with the room though.
I don't know if I had guidance on that one, but I did roll a 15 total.
Well, then you don't even
Okay.
need Guidance. You manage to hold Arthur back as he lunges.
Yep, but that means
Oh shit!
he attacks.
So as you
And
yank him back, he whips his head around
Okay, yeah, rips his head around.
and tries
Claw.
to sink jaws into you. What's your AC?
That hits.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
gonna be 10 piercing damage, Nicholas. And there are screams as the bartender flees back into the kitchen through the swinging door, and you hear the scraping of furniture as you can only assume things are being moved into position. This person also screams and starts banging on the water closet door trying to let in.
Ollie kind of
This
lifts a
one
hand
runs
and says,
upstairs.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't work like it's fine.
Does Nicholas let go?
No,
Should
he's
I
trying
jump?
to drag you out of the fucking tavern.
I will keep chomping on you.
Do I get to move him farther away?
Yeah, with that grapple check, you can make it
Ah.
outside before he can get another bite
Okay.
in, considering your movement.
Okay, so 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ollie's gonna
Gone?
dash
Maybe
upstairs.
close the door. He yells out to Gone.
I mean, the last Arthur saw the pie, it was with Ollie, so he's going after Ollie. If he
Yeah,
gets
Ollie's
free.
gonna dash upstairs and try and get all their shit together because they're getting kicked out. They're pretty.
Am I able to just straight up, oh, what would I do? How reasonable am I right now?
I don't know. How reasonable are you? You just got bit.
I realize that. I'm just wondering if I want to just do a closed fist punch or a claw.
I mean,
Yeah,
Um,
teeth. Spitey.
oh shit. Gone. You got in. Oh, did
Huh?
they get in?
oh.
Oh,
Oh
they're
yeah, they
muted.
are in.
I think they're trying.
They might have gotten in with the noisy, and so
Oh,
the
yeah.
voice of maybe.
Nano, if you can hear us, say things.
Right in Discord.
Okay. Actually,
Ah, shake itself. That's
Hey.
lovely.
I I don't know how my unarmed attack would actually look like, or is that just automatically a cat's claw attack?
It's automatically cat's claw
think you
attack
have
for you
a
as tabaxi.
Cat's claw, yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering if it was like a closed fist punch in the face.
I mean, you can flavor it as that, and it'll be bludgeoning damage instead of slashing damage if you want.
Okay, yeah. Then my question is, after I drag him outside, can I just like punch him in the face to hopefully like get his like snap him out of it? Hopefully.
You can definitely try to punch him in the face. Whether or not that it works is a completely different story.
Okay.
Gan, what are you doing while all of this is happening?
You just saw Ollie like sprint upstairs, and you can probably even downstairs
like you.
hear the
That-
frantic.
That misses. That was
Yeah,
a
like-
9 to hit.
Nice.
Oh yeah, 9 misses. Even though he doesn't wear armor at the moment. Oh!
Oh wow! That's right. You're not wearing armor.
You have to hit 12 instead of the 17.
Wow! I just need to roll a natural 8 or higher. That should be
Yep.
so. That's so fucking difficult for me.
Do
Apparently.
I get to retaliate?
Not just yet. Gan's trying to figure out what he's been doing. I don't want to jump too far ahead without giving them a chance to react to
true,
everything
true.
that's going on.
That die went to jail.
You said to
Um,
go ahead.
Okay.
mean-
Are you sure? We can wait for a minute while you decide what Gan's doing with all of this shenanigans.
I mean, it's Nicholas's side on the right.
I
That's-
did
that's
ask
fine.
John to like close or the door. I'm literally taking this outside.
You're outside, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm still trying to find my way free from the grip.
Okay.
Yeah, and Ollie's upstairs
Ollie's
frantically gathering
upstairs
everybody's
frantically
shit.
packing, including, I'm assuming, Arthur's armor.
Yeah, if there's nothing left in the room that belongs to them, it's all going.
You just take a bed sheet and you throw everything onto it and you tie it up and you over your shoulder.
Yeah, he's gonna leave a gold coin on the bar for the bed sheet. He bought it. It's fine.
And after the attack, can I go into a rage? Because I didn't want to rage attack him, but I did want to be like in my
Raging
rage.
afterwards.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you did
I
fucking
think
bite
so,
him.
yeah.
Well,
That's a
before
bonus
that
action.
happens, Gon casts Charm Person at, I am assuming, Arthur.
Yes.
It's a wisdom save.
Excellent. So that's a Wisdom saving throw for you, Arthur.
Hey, I'm throwing. He's not in a good headspace.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
I wouldn't say
just
so.
Okay.
I still miss
Like-
on the punch, anyways.
Yeah. You miss, but he's like goes lax in your grip and is like kind of spaced
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, so Gon kind of runs up. He like sees Ollie go upstairs. He's like, I gotta stop this. I gotta stop this. And so he comes sort of running over to close the door, and then he thinks to himself, just like, what would my god do? Like in this situation, you know, like what would Judas do? Kind of. He's just like, what would my god do? And he's like, you know, I wouldn't fight, I wouldn't run away, I would turn the situation to my advantage. And he gets this like flash of inspiration and he casts Charm Person.
Oh,
and
Arthur
Ollie.
turns to you with stars in his eyes and goes, oh, Gone, please help me. They took the pie. They
I
took the
know.
last pie.
I
He's
know,
crying.
buddy. It's really rough. But hey, you know what? That's the last pie in the tavern. It's not the last pie in the world. How about that? Let's just go have a little
Can't go
walk.
anywhere.
You know, they got a shipment. They can get more. Just let's go have a little walk and enjoy the town. And when we come back, we can ask and see if they've got any more. All right? You want that? You want to go?
Do you think we can get more?
I
That
think
would
that's
be
very possible.
nice.
Yeah.
It was so good. You don't understand. I'm so hungry.
no.
Oh, I know, buddy. I know. Come on. You can always listen to me. You know I'll never guide you wrong, right?
And he kind of tries to trail after Gon and then comes up short with Nicholas's grip still holding him like
If they're like walking out of the tavern and like away from the tavern, I would have let go and if like, but like I'm interposed. I'm gonna keep myself in between Arthur and doors to the tavern.
Yeah, I'll just like give like a thumbs up and I'm like,
Alrighty. So, about that time, you hear a rustling, clanking clunk as Ollie dashes down the stairs with a bedsheet full of stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. He briefly stops by the bar, slaps down a gold coin, looks at this dude and says, "I'm paying for the bed sheet. Sorry for the trouble, buddy."
Oh, get away from me, you demons!
I'm not a demon. I'm not a demon. That was my great something. And
He hugs a
Begin
tankard
crying.
behind you that splashes across the floor, wine going everywhere.
Ollie's gonna he still has the pie in hand. He doesn't know what to do with this fucking thing, but
I thought you got rid of it somehow.
oh no, does
No,
Arthur
he's still
like the
holding it.
pie?
does Arthur look like he still wants the pie, or is he like?
Oh, he still wants that fucking pie, but he is reluctantly listening to Gon right now.
Okay.
Okay. How badly does he look like he wants the pie?
You see
Very badly,
drool.
and he's like,
It's just like, if you've ever
Yeah,
seen a
he-
Newfoundland, have you ever seen a Newfoundland drool? That's what's happening right
Oh
now.
God.
like currently he's been paying attention to Gon, and now he spotted the pie and he's just standing still and drooling and staring at the pie in your hand.
Okay.
And it's mixed
okay,
with-
I think I know what I have to do.
And it's mixed
Um,
with blood from where he bit Nicholas, so he's got drool and blood, and he's kind of foaming a little bit at the mouth. It's great.
Yeah, I think I know what I have to do. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to do it.
Oh, no.
Ollie's just gonna drop the bag of shit and he's gonna start devouring the fucking pie. He looks absolutely disgusted, but in seconds it's gone.
Oh my god,
Oh,
please make
God.
a wisdom
Nick
saving
Nick
throw.
Nick would have
Wisdom
tried to stop
saving
you.
throw.
Nick would have tried to stop you.
Slide,
Okay, well,
He was gonna ask to
Yeah, sleight of
he was gonna
hand.
ask to take the pie from you.
Great.
Yeah,
Sleight
sleight
of
of
hand,
hand.
Nicholas,
Take care of this.
versus
Okay.
dexterity save, Ollie.
yeah.
Okay. I did want to say, like,
Oh,
let me
fuck.
take. I can
Oh,
take
no.
care of this.
Oh
Before,
no!
this was. I wanted to offer that I would take care of this before he started eating this. Like, take the pie off his hands. I
Um,
wanted to say that without interrupting.
Okay, I will say if he said that, he would pause because he really doesn't want to eat the pie, but he's also gonna look at Nicholas and just say, if he knows it exists, he's gonna try to eat it.
I will get
And he
rid of
knows
it.
it exists. He's currently drooling and staring at
I'll
it.
start whispering, like maybe walking in different direction and Gon and them. Like I'll get rid of it. Then it's fine.
Okay, but you can't like throw it on the dirt. He'll just eat the dirt and the pie. You don't understand.
Yeah, like no shit. Always
gonna look down at the pie and just look nauseous, and he's gonna close his eyes and shove it towards Nicholas. Just fucking pie.
Oh, okay. You said shove it. I was like, okay, shit. I'm gonna roll that sleight of hand. But okay, yeah,
He really doesn't
he'll
want to eat
take
this
it.
fucking pie, dude.
all right, Nicholas,
Understandable.
you've got the pie. What are you doing with it?
I am going to continue walking away towards this way, or whatever the opposite direction Arthur is.
Gon,
And when I
using his
break
fire.
line of sight,
Do I?
yeah, I'm basically
um,
looking to break line of sight with Arthur.
Go this way then.
Yep.
Ollie's gonna walk over and try to distract Arthur by saying, here, look, he's gonna untie the bedsheet and, is all your stuff here? Can you look and make sure I want to make sure I didn't miss anything?
And does Arthur I don't know how to react to that.
Arthur, you really want that pie, but your good friend Gon said that he's gonna take care of everything, buddy. So you should just stick with him for now.
Okay. Okay.
He said everything will
sure,
be alright. I'm sure you'll get that pie later, 'cause Gon said so, yeah?
Yeah.
That's so.
Yeah. Thank you for my stuff. And he glances on it and then stares back at the pie and then there's it gone. This way, we are going this way, yeah. And doesn't pick up his stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Sure.
following Gone with the promise of pie has more importance than getting his stuff together.
Hey, tell you what, Arthur. Churches sometimes have bake sales. Maybe they'll have some pies. Let's go to church. Wanna go to church?
Brilliant.
Can we go to church?
Oh my god, do you remember?
Sure.
Of course you don't remember. You've never been to my monastery, but we had this brilliant bake sale. But really, even those pies weren't as good as this one. Do you think they have this pie in the church here? Oh, that would be
They
lovely.
might.
Yeah, let's go now. Let's go. And he's like,
Hi.
I have a question for you, Arthur. It's a very
Thanks, Sam.
important question.
yes.
What's better, this pie or your mom's potato salad?
Obviously the pie,
Hmm?
Arthur.
Oh my god, that's such a stupid question. Of course the pie. Have you ever tasted this pie? It's like the best thing I've ever eaten and I'm so hungry.
Gone, just like I'm telling your mom you said that.
Mom would
Sounds like-
understand. If she tasted this pie, she would understand. She probably would like the recipe. Maybe we could go to the lady who brought this pie. It was a lady, right? I think I heard of the. We should get to the lady and get the recipe and get more pie. Can we hurry up, please? I really want more pie.
Yeah, I think we should go talk to them too. Yeah.
Which way is it? Do you think?
And pausing on that, Nicholas, what are you doing with the pie?
I'm contemplating what to do with the pie, and I'm running through all the options.
Hey, Nicholas.
Especially, yeah.
You remember that little pang of hunger that you felt previously?
Oh no.
So, it wasn't so bad when you weren't the one holding the pie, but, I mean, you're looking at it, and you don't have the same qualms about people eating as some of our other party members do.
No, I got two options I'm considering, and I'm trying to weigh all the factors. I don't know if I'm.
I mean, it's
Fully.
not even cannibalism.
One of
You're
those
not
factors
human.
is that, Nicholas, that pie looks pretty good, and, you can feel your mouth watering. That's one of the major factors. Go ahead and make me one more wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Okay, well the one guy that I was trying to stick with is now in jail, so let's see what this one does.
Roll
I tried to stick with it, but so many rolls below 10.
a pox upon your numbers.
Oh shit! That's an 8.
Plus,
I don't think I have a plus.
do you have a minus?
Oh.
No, I got nothing. I got an 8.
You know what, Nicholas?
Well,
I
hey.
mean, Ollie said if you bury the pie, he'll just get the pie. So there's really only one thing you can do to prevent him from getting that pie, isn't there? Ollie already gave you
Look.
the answer. It's just that Ollie should be the one to enjoy such a special treat.
Look. If nothing else, the pie will be gone.
Yeah, I mean, the pie will be gone. You'll have saved Arthur, that ungrateful dog.
I mean, if we go to the windmill, the pie will also be gone. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I foresee this is now a prophecy.
So then, yeah, a little bit further away from the window, I'm sure, even though no one's in there right now, or maybe people are checking outside because it's quiet. I will eat the pie as quick as I can and try to rejoin.
Oh man,
Mm.
it's so good. It is absolutely fantastic. And you know what? Arthur's right. You
God.
really should find out where these pies are coming from. Maybe even get another
Oh,
one.
no.
'Cause it is so good. And honestly, Nicholas, you were so hungry.
Oh,
Fuck.
So very hungry.
Oh shit! Maybe Nicholas being hungry is a bit worse than Arthur being hungry.
I definitely think both of you being hungry is significantly worse for the
I
fleshy
will
members
finish
of the party.
and then try to clean. I address this, but am I aware? I'm aware of like appearances, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to clean myself up, down a bunch of water, get the breath off my smell off my breath.
Chew a mint
Obviously,
leaf.
that's the best. That's the best strategy for strategy. Words, please. Strategy to get more pie to appear normal, and then you just suggest that
Well,
maybe
also I'm
it was
dealing with a
better.
wolf person who.
Very good heightened
Where
study spell,
Kate,
yeah.
exactly, that's my thoughts.
That's true,
Above
I do
game,
have
my initial
advantage on
thought was to
perception.
pocket. No, my initial thought was to pocket the pie. I was like, no, that's a wolf person.
Pocket
Well,
pie.
maybe there's animals nearby just to feed it to them, but I do want to keep it. That was above game before the wisdom save. But yeah, I'll eat it. I drank a bunch of water, try to get the odor off my breath, and
Chew a
then
mint leaf, yeah.
hmm,
Chew a mint leaf.
yes. Do I have mint leaf?
Oh,
Or is there?
I don't know. You can say you have them if you want. I was just
Okay, I'll chew
making
mint leaf.
small talk.
I will chew mint leaf then. I can see myself needing mint leaf.
Alrighty. So, yep, you scarf that down and spend the next like 5 minutes washing out while Arthur, Gon, and Ollie.
Another question.
Yes.
Sorry, one last question because with that hunger, is it a familiar hunger, or is it a new kind of hunger?
It's a mostly familiar hunger. It feels a
Okay.
little bit more acute than you're used to, and yet you still find yourself in control of a lot of your actions.
Okay. Considering I know what it's made of, I want to see if like half a vial of what I got would work. Like on the rest of the half of the pie, if that. Or do I feel this way stronger after I ate the rest of the whole pie?
You don't feel like you need to go out and get more of your vial right now.
Uh,
You feel a hunger.
Okay, I was just wondering if that would like.
You
Okay.
You're jonesing for some pie, specifically pie.
Okay. That's why I said if it was a familiar hunger.
I mean, it's
If
the
maybe
familiar
I'm
kind
trying to
of.
satiate it.
It's a familiar kind of feeling, yes, but it's not directed towards what it normally is.
Okay.
It's the pie, man. It's the pie.
It's the pie. It's just fucking
It
the
is.
pie.
You're hungry. It's the same hunger as always. But
Okay.
it's the pie that will save it. It's the pie.
Also,
it's just,
Okay.
Also, you feel a lot more in control of your actions than you normally are when you feel this sort of hunger. Like,
Okay.
you're not wigging out and about to attack anyone.
Okay, cool. And then yeah, I'll clean up and try to catch up with them.
Okay, yeah. So in the
this
time,
way, and
Yeah. Oh, if they need things they need to get done, I'll be over here.
I know. By the time you come back to them, Arthur is talking about the bake sale and how he wants to go now.
I will look over to
And-
Gon. I was like, did you give him anything else?
Don just like grimaces and like looks at Ollie and Nicholas and is like, he said pie is better than his mom's potato salad.
I really don't think he knows what he's talking about. He
Yeah.
seems and then Ollie's gonna make like little, token, little motion.
Are you coming?
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna go to church.
Ooh,
All right. So
pie, more pie.
as you walk through the streets, you notice it's slightly a bit livelier than it was the last time you were out here, possibly because this is during the daytime, like the normal daytime. Um, there are a couple of people kind of dressed kind of soberly, kind of morosely out on the streets, although many of them seeing Arthur and Nicholas dart back into their houses or at least around corners, peering fearfully out. To a lesser extent, Ollie, but still. In fact, Gan, you're the only one not getting weird looks.
I like this
Ollie's
change of
just
pace.
Ollie's just gonna wave at them like a very timid hi. Doesn't
Pie, pie.
And
bye
so
bye.
you kind of go, whilsting in Arthur's case, probably skip running through the streets towards where you saw the church at, right up here. Um, and you're moving at a generally a-okay pace, and you make it to the church within about like 5 minutes or so walk. Probably for Arthur a little bit less so. As you approach it, you notice that it's quite a large, almost not large, quite a small, almost homely like building with a large bell tower up at the top of it. And behind it, spanning from the back, appears to be a large graveyard, the gate of which is located right over here and is currently locked tight with a series of chains wrapped around the bars. As you're approaching the church, you see that it looks quite old and decrepit, with a lot of holes in the roof that you can see just from afar, which get a little bit harder to see as you get up close to it. Um, there are several smashed windows, and the doors are currently ajar, one of them hanging sort of off its hinges and creaking lazily in the breeze.
This is not what I was looking for.
At least Arthur's getting cardio in.
Is there pie?
Hold on, let me get your new map up really quick. Hello, Pie!
As we're making our way towards
This is
the church, I would like to make a perception check.
Go for it.
Ollie's gonna kind of hop.
Oh my god, why?
Because-
Speed walk after Arthur.
I think that's a 11. I was thinking, no, I'm gonna use a point because of what I'm percepting for. I'm gonna roll a d12 for this perception as well. Ooh, okay, that's so much better. That is a 22 now. I rolled an 11 on a d12.
Excellent.
I am looking for the stuffs.
Alright, so as you look around...
Mostly by smell, if I can do that.
Pie, 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 pie.
You don't smell any pie currently, but you do percept that there is a lot of people watching you, sort of, from the sidelines, as it were. Very untrustingly, as one could imagine from yourselves. You do notice that the church you're approaching doesn't look very used or lived in, and that the gates are kind of rusted closed, and there is an ominous silence hanging over the area.
It doesn't seem like there's pie here. We might have some better luck at a shop, or at least someone should be manning the shop. That could tell us, Just... I'm not liking this church. It looks decrepit from the outside.
Yeah, it's not really what I was going for. Kind of also looks like... Ooh. I don't like the way those doors are hanging. I don't know what happened there. I don't want to find out.
Is there any pie?
I
Is
don't
there
think
anybody
there's pie.
there?
Arthur,
We
I
are
don't think
looking
you
for
see
a
even
pie
people in there.
shop.
Go ahead and
Ollie's
roll.
gonna. Sorry.
Go ahead, Ollie.
Ollie's gonna try to pick the door, the lock on the door. Because why not?
All
There's
right.
nobody answering. Probably not there.
Arthur and Ollie, you go ahead and roll perception checks for me.
Perception.
12.
I perceive.
All right. Arthur, you don't hear much of anything, but then you're kind of distracted at the moment, so that's understandable. But Ollie, you hear what sounds like the slightest rustling of metal clicking on metal.
Oh.
As you peer in, you can see a dark, unlit hallway leading along. There's several doors, all of which seem to be either open or lying broken on the floor. And at the very end of the hallway, you see what might be an open space with a large stone table. It has a crack running down the center and has currently been cleft in twain. A rope dangles from the
Oh.
ceiling where the tower might be.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, and there is also the slightest glint of golden metal on the wall right up here.
Cool. So, is the
Where?
door locked, first of all?
Oh no, it's open. Very much open. Part of it's falling off, actually.
Okay, in that case, Ollie's gonna quickly bounce over and say, wait, whoa, and try to keep Arthur from going in real. Don't you want to put your armor and stuff on first? Just in case.
Arthur kind of looks at Gon. Should I? I should, right? They always take you more seriously when you're probably dead. And he's like,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
he's like fixing his holy symbol amulet and like trying to push himself down and like yes. Was my bag? Yes, that bag. Yes, I'm everything. Respectable. I am here for the pies.
Your voice echoes through the darkened hallway, kind of making an almost humming noise as it reverberates off the cracked walls with the peeling paint.
Nicholas will step up next to Gon and is like, "Is there a reason we're here?"
Yeah, there was a reason. I was hoping that there would be someone who could maybe end this, I don't know, curse, this spell, this effect. Do a little blessing as churches do, and unfortunately, this does not appear to be that kind of church.
It's just an addiction with immediate withdrawals from the looks of it.
Either way, we're not finding a solution here. That's my idea out of the water. Anything else you wanted to try?
Ollie, you hear that clink clink of metal on metal again, and you hear a soft voice call out, "Hello? Is anybody there? Can you let me out?"
Yep. Nope. Remember how we? Nope. Remember what happened last time? No.
Not hearing this.
Yeah, you guys are hearing this.
Donnie
Oh,
his
okay. Oh, that's
armor
Ollie
is-
only. Okay.
Yeah.
Is
but
that all
you-
of us?
Well, no,
No,
that's
I
Ollie.
think it's
Ollie
just
rolled
Ollie.
a 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ollie's the only one that heard it. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so
Arthur
but-
didn't hear it, but after dressing, he would start inside, unless Ollie wants to stop him.
Yeah, Ollie will place a hand on Arthur's shoulder and just say, wait, just please, just a second. And he's gonna set most of his stuff down so he's quieter, and then try to take a step inside and be very, 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 very quiet while he's doing it.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
Arthur
Okay.
kind of grimaces at them.
Do I get advantage because I put my stuff down?
I don't.
I don't have a backpack full of stuff. I'm not clanging around.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Aw.
Yay.
Arthur kind of
That also means
grimaces.
that he only has like what he's wearing, so he doesn't have his extra weapons and stuff.
Mhm.
So it's a trade-off.
The dice gods just really hate us today.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Except for Arthur. Arthur's been rolling decently well until the last few strength checks.
You say that.
No,
but you had
Arthur
to
has been
fail
rolling
wisdom
terribly.
You had to fail wisdom
Oh,
saves
yeah.
to get to this point.
Yeah.
I failed a lot of wisdom saves.
And Ollie's gonna step to about here and try to see if he can figure out where the voice is coming from specifically.
All right. As you step to about there, you can actually see into the two rooms that you are next to. One of them has a bed that appears to have rotted almost completely away. There are patches of mold. An animal has clearly been digging in the mattress, and as you look, you can see 4 sets of eyes peer out at you from the family of rats, currently making this their cozy home. To your right,
Thanks, I hate it.
to your right, you can see a pool of water on the floor, and you can see more water dripping. And as you peer up, you notice this because there is a hole in the roof above where the mist is kind of convalescing into actual physical form and dripping down onto the floor. The water runs and trickles in rivulets to a small hatch that is in the floor that is currently covered in chains. And you realize the clinking you heard is the chains moving ever so slightly as the hatch tries to open and fails every time.
Cool. Okay. So the investigation roll is to see if there's been any recent movements besides Arthur stepping in the front and me stepping here. Is there any other signs that anybody has moved through here recently?
So there is a heavy trail of dust throughout the entirety of this particular venue. In fact, as you step there, you feel like it's almost a quarter of an inch of dust. But there is one
Yeet.
set of footprints that you see. And they've kind of almost worn a trail in the floor and the dust. And they move from somewhere over to from the left half of the altar all the way down to where you are, making a sharp right and tracking through the water to stand at the edge of the trapdoor. The chains themselves do not look nearly as dusty as the actual water. That same trail leads back out, and sometimes it looks like it leads back where it came, and other times it looks like it leads out the open doors.
Okay. That just about tells Ollie what he needs to know. So Ollie's gonna sneak back outside, gesture for Gon and Nicholas to come closer so he can whisper to them. And he's gonna say, okay, I think there's somebody in there that might need our help. I know your reservations because of the house, but this place looks like it's been long abandoned except for footprints and these chains. If just in that room there, right by the door. He points at the in the direction of the room, perfect room. I don't know why, but I think somebody's being held captive here. I don't know. I think we should help them. And
The
then
real question is, do they have pie?
Yeah, Nicholas, that's a pretty pressing question.
I don't.
This does not look like the freaking place to find pie. Also, We obviously saw the graveyard in the back.
Mm-hmm. Can't miss it. It's huge.
I'm pretty sure whatever it is supposed to be, it's supposedly meant to be kept here. When
Then
we were
why is
down,
somebody opening the door for it? Ollie points at the footprints through the door.
I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
they're
maybe
not
we can
supposed
stake it
to.
out. Maybe they are bringing pie to them.
Is anybody there? Please let me out before he comes back.
I heard that there
All of you
was.
hear
Where
that.
is it?
So like automatically steps inside. Like, who comes back? Does he have pie?
There's supposedly something here that they've kept locked away. I don't know what the hell it is. But it's the reason why this graveyard's been locked up. Apparently for 2 months now. A little bit hushed. Not wanting whatever this is to hear.
No, he
You
doesn't
are
have
pretty
pie.
good at getting information.
He only hurts me. Please let me out. And you
Look,
hear
I
the chains
don't-
rattle a little bit louder as Arthur talks to whoever it is.
Would
Ollie
that
kind
be
of
enough for
flinches.
Arthur's better nature to be stronger than the pie?
I mean, you're
Arthur,
still
there's
Arthur.
no. She
Lord
just
Gonzo.
said there's no pie here, Arthur.
Yeah, you're still Arthur.
Getting annoyed with Arthur.
You're still
Look.
Arthur. You just really want the pie, but you're not going to turn your back on somebody who needs help if that's not what Arthur would do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
plus-
what Arthur
Besides,
would
the
do.
person who's in there
You-
isn't keeping you from pie.
Yeah, you'd probably. Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
So, Ollie just kind of flinches and then, picks up his bag and just looks at Nick and Gon and says, "Look, I don't know why they're locked up in there, but if it were me in that house still, I really wanted somebody to come help me."
Ollie, do you still have that
I-
iron or whatever? What was it?
I gotta help. I'm sorry.
He'll
What
look
do you
over at
call
God,
that?
considering you've known everything I've learned. What do you think? Looks over at Gon, since I haven't been able to tell the others what I've learned yet.
How do I feel about this voice? Like, truthful, lying? Can I insight
You
it?
can totally insight it.
Also,
I
sorry. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
rolled an 11. I don't know what my insight is.
It's hard to tell without being able to see the person who's talking. Reaching out with
What's my insight score?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't have it.
Sorry. Insight. 5. 5 plus 11 is 16. It's hard to tell without
16.
really being able to see the person, but it sounds like they're telling the truth. They're scared. They don't want to be here, and they're afraid of who's ever coming back. They don't sound malicious in nature currently. They do sound like they don't want to be where they are, and they are very afraid.
Yeah.
The thing is, Nick, yeah, you said that there's something here. We don't know that, it's what's down there. It could have, captured someone or keeping someone locked up here. We should at least check it out.
Oh, crowbar.
What are we stealthing to do, Ollie?
Ollie picked up his bag, so I figured it was good to do a reroll on the stealth since the situation changed, and he's going to try to make his way up, follow the footprints to the other place.
All right. So, as you peer into this particular room, go ahead and roll me a perception check really quick, because I'm assuming this is while Gon and Nick are having the argument about whether or not to help the voice.
Yeah. Ollie
Alrighty.
figures it might be pertinent to ask questions first before opening the thing.
So,
Oh no, crowbar is coming.
not just yet.
Crowbar is not coming right now.
Oh, also those doors are open, so you'd be able to see in them as well. Okay. So to your left, you see another bedroom with an equally moldery bed and a candle that appears to have burned out long ago. It's cold wax covering the table that's in there. Very small, very nondescript. This room also has a hole in the roof, and it appears a nest of ravens has taken up residence in this bed. To the right, you see an old, darkened office with books that have grown copious amounts of mushroom and mildew over time, and a chair that looks like it actually might have resprouted at one point into living wood because there are branches of it coming off. As you peer further into the parishional port of the parishional point of the rectory, you see smashed benches and ones that have been toppled over, a couple cracked or broken due to age or perhaps attack upon them. You can see now that the rope that leads upwards goes to a belfry, and you can see the dull glint of a brass bell somewhere up above you. The golden glint that you saw previously is a large symbol of the sun that is behind the altar, and you can actually see that those footprints that you saw split to go behind the altar, and it looks like somebody has been standing below this large sun symbol and polishing it to get it to gleam so brightly. And those footprints also come back to this bench right here, where there is currently a figure sitting in dark, tattered robes, the hood pulled up over their head. They appear to be sitting on the broken remnants of the bench, undisturbed by the fact that part of it is splintering that they are sitting upon.
Damn. Okay. Ollie's not gonna do anything until Gunn and Nicholas make a decision. He's gonna look over his shoulder and wait for them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Don is advocating for at least like checking out the voice of the person.
And with basically being voted out and not really any other option even available for Nicholas, he'll like, fine, we can check it out. But it seems like we clearly don't have any business being here, and even if there's something illegal or fucked up happening here, what can we do about it aside from let some person free? And well, there's that, I guess, but
Yeah.
he kind of just
Wish him
talked
the
himself
best.
into that one.
In answer to your question, Arthur, unfortunately, there isn't more than like a finger's width of gap every time the hatch goes up. It is chained quite tightly and anchored in several points.
So yeah, Nick will be ready to go in as well.
Oh, before I forget, Gon will lean over
that
and
would have been my question too. Are
I,
there fingers?
no, there are currently not fingers that you can see. I said the gap is like no more than a tiny finger's width. There are not currently fingers trying to poke up through the hatch, mostly because they would probably get pinched rather sharply if the hatch comes back down again.
Gotcha.
Where was the hatch? Over
here.
Oh, okay.
before
Does anybody have a crowbar? Arthur is like taking out, like preparing to take out his sword, his great sword again.
Are you saying
There's no
quietly or
crowbar.
yelling it?
I'm yelling the crowbar thing.
Ollie, you see the figure that was on the bench slowly start to rise to its feet.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I've just been like trying for a couple minutes, but before I forget, Don was gonna like lean over and like pat Nicholas on the arm and just be like, I need you to come round to my way of thinking eventually. I'm always right, after all. And I'm gonna give Vigilant Blessing.
Aww.
Okay.
Alright, and as you give Vigilant Blessing, Ollie, you see the figure rise.
Yeah, Ollie's gonna Ollie's gonna like dart out in a panicky motion and just raise his hands and say, hello, uh, s- uh, sorry to disturb you. We need a little bit of help, if you don't mind. He's kind of banking on this figure not being evil.
All right, so you run out and you see, you run out and everybody sees you, Ollie, making these kind of almost surrendering motions to somebody and saying these things. Nicholas, you've got a decent eye line and you see some movement out of the corner of the left side of your vision around the wall there, and that's when the figure steps into view, moving slowly, walking along the track in the dust. It steps forward, and as it does so, the hood falls away, and you see gray, almost parchment-like skin, eyes of a milky white, crusted green around the edges. The mouth is open and gaping. The flesh around the nose has receded as the zombie turns and stares at you, Ollie, and raises a hand and lurches forward. And that's where we're going to stop for the night.
Hooray! I'm glad I got that vigilant blessing in. I had a feeling.
Oh man. Could be worse. Could be worse.
Could be. But anyway, yeah, that's our game for the night. Thank you to anybody out there who was watching. It was a big RP session tonight, but I'm very happy. I finished this map for the church about 10 minutes into when our session should have started, but we were also picking some talents to go with our characters. We're currently using the talents portion of 5e on some of our characters here. So we were doing that too. Also, the fucking doors kept disappearing again, so I kept having to redo the goddamn map. But yeah, thank you for everybody watching. That was part 1 of our Stratty Daddy Sundays, and we will see you in 30 minutes, possibly for part 2. Although it does look like we may have less people in the session than normal. I'm just gonna see exactly how many may or may not be missing before we make the decision as to whether session number 2 is a go or not. But yeah, possibly back in 30 minutes. From those of us here at Curses, also maybe Vampires, we love you, and please try to watch what you eat. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Matt.